last complete one I watched was her saying goodbye. Uh, Time for her to die was there. She wanted to go spend the last few hours with her family, which I watched that with my wife, and I gave the lady a $50 super chat or whatever you call it. Good riddance is what I said. So then the whole time I've been hearing God will unite the family. God will unite the family. And so 2 weeks ago I said, well, here's the thing. You either cut some ties with this or we'll be getting a divorce. Let me see what happens in 2 weeks. It took 2 days. She said she was trying to be alone with God. So I said this, things seem peaceful when you're alone with God. So that's how we'll have it from now on. I'll file for divorce. She has this thing where they said, some more of their propaganda stuff. If you, I used to drink Monster every day. I smoke cigarettes. Pop. That's about it for me. But she said if I would stop drinking Monsters, that I would hear from God. So I was like, about what? She said, well, whatever your problems are. You stop drinking Monster and stop taking your medicine. God will heal your feet. I've got nerve damage in my feet. So I said, wow, that's pretty good. But I just got my prescriptions filled, so I figured I'd just carry on as usual. But she told her mom, same thing. Her mom's, a normal Christian. Believes in the normal Bible. No psychiatrist knows the secrets. But she told her mom the same thing. Stop taking your medicine, God will heal your seizures. Well, her mom stopped taking her medicine. Probably within 2 or 3 days, she's back in the hospital. Started having some pretty major seizures. Got back on her medicine, doing a lot better. Probably 3 months later, talked her into it again. Gave it another try. Same outcome. So, after that, it went from stop taking your medicine and return to God and He'll heal you. They put that exclamation on there. She wrote letters to every church in this area, explaining to them how they're celebrating the wrong Sabbath. They came across that a secret from the woman. Sabbath isn't really on Sunday, like Gentiles and pagans celebrate it. It's on Saturday. I said, well, that's not really a secret. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that it's on Saturday, but I think for convenience, maybe, at least they offer to celebrate it on Sunday or go to church anyway. But that right there is what they don't know. They're going to hell. So she wrote all these letters to these churches around here explaining how they were doing everything wrong. Then, about 3 months later, they figured out that Sabbath isn't on Saturday or Sunday. It's on the rolling moon calendar or something, God's calendar. They figured it out. They knew how to keep track of it. Now they only celebrate it on God's world days this time, again. So the thing on this video is, I'm not sure exactly how long it'll be or how long I should make each one, but I'm just trying to skim over the main stuff. So anyways, they joined the church. They write all these people, not just the churches, the preachers, to everybody they know. She knows. She gets all the letters out there. Then they change it. I don't think they've ever wrote the churches back and said sorry for misleading your whole congregation, but as if the churches would have listened anyway. But they have, she's still got one daughter. The first daughter turned 18 last year. She hit the road on her 18th birthday. And of course, my wife thinks that God will reunite them. But so my second stepdaughter's still there, 17, just turned 17. So regretfully, she's got a year to go. I'm trying to get some visitation, and that's what I was talking about earlier. The grandma has visitation. So we'll work through that and see how it goes. She knows that I believe in God, of course, but not the one, not the lady in God, just God. So they're doing their, they have a mentor program that my wife got through the mail off of YouTube, I'm sure. Another psychiatrist. Tons of papers, tons of books, tons of work in progress, and what it is manipulation for a child. If you look up the word grooming, it explains the course. And I told her that, as she laughs out loud. Grooming doesn't always come with touching. A lot of it's mental. Probably more of it's mental. So they do the Bible studies once a week and the mentor meetings once a week, where my wife, I think, is supposed to be my stepdaughter's mentor after all of this. And what she has done, she's created an atheist. She's created a child that don't even want to hear about God. She's created, my son don't want to come there. He knows there's a God, but now he thinks that everybody else around here is atheist. So that seems to be that's what she's driving for, I think. I told her a couple days ago, there's two groups of people that really despise Christmas. Muslims, because obvious what they think, and devil worshippers. That's the only two groups of people. She's not Muslim, so don't leave much. But when you know the secrets, when you know a lot of secrets, it's you just laugh off a lot of things when people say it. The Bible says Jesus said they hated me. Why won't they hate you? Is her motto. She was torn for a while. She wasn't sure if, of course this woman is not her idol. That would not be biblical. But she was torn for a few months about, should she hear Carrie's voice in the morning before God's? I thought she was going to say mine. But it was between Carrie and God's voice. So needless to say, she must have picked Carrie's voice. So that's who she's got to hear that before. This lady puts up 4 or 5 videos a day on YouTube. There's everything in it, from what are you going to do if your husband won't listen to you and follow our rules, which is the second video I've watched not long ago, couple weeks ago actually. I found it. If she's not following every step the lady tells her to follow, they're identical twins in the brain or something, because she followed every step that the lady said do, and there was a lot of steps, and I'm sure there's one on what to do what do you do to your daughters if they won't conform. Probably a lot in there too, and probably a lot checked off. On October 1st of this year, I've been waiting for this lady to die for 2 years now. almost 2 years. It was a year and a half, then I went to 2 years. So I was okay with waiting for 2 years. So on October 1st of this year, my wife said, hey, Carrie's going to be dying next week. She's putting out a last video. Will you watch it with me? So I was like, heck yeah. Sorry. So I go and watch it. The lady says bye. I'll spend her last hours with her grandchild, grandkids or something. Well, that's when I sent the $50 super chat. In case you needed cash to buy anything from the Bang Bang store. But, you know, my wife was crying, everybody was sad, Carrie was dying. But it ain't like she already knew it was coming, because she was going to be murdered by the Antichrist in public. Now the Antichrist has jumped back and forth to a lot of different things. It's not a person. It's the Catholic Church, Jews, Jewish people, Christians, pagans. Antichrist is the church. Antichrist can slip-slop back and forth a lot, just like their Sabbaths. But, well, needless to say, it didn't happen. October 10th, her daughter says, hey, did you know Carrie's back? I said, I assume she would be. Unless she jumped out in front of a car. Now, they got a new day to die. She said it was a mistranslation, another one, that man made, not her, man. She had another week to go. So around the 14th or the 20th, something like that, that was her new day to die. Not just die. It was going to be gruesome. And it was going to be on public, on the news. It was going to be everywhere. And it was going to be catastrophes on the earth to go along with it. Nothing happened. So, skip by a couple more days. She said, well, maybe it wasn't that noticeable, the catastrophes. Carrie's back, but maybe the catastrophe wasn't that noticeable. Maybe God made it silent. Well, now, as of a couple weeks ago, now God has granted her almost 3 more years to live before she's crucified by the Antichrist. So that's where I pulled the plug. I was done. Waited for that lady for over 2 years. If she was right, I was still willing to take that chance, just so she would be gone. Now, this is some of the details that I was trying to put into that, so that people will understand where the rest of the videos will probably be going to and coming from. But in the meantime, I want to tell everybody thanks. I appreciate it. If you subscribe, again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you subscribe, I'll try to get more details out if that's what people want. I'll skip on through if that's what they want. Got a lot of other life events to go over, I guess. Maybe at some point in time I might be able to help somebody. what I get out of this is I probably should have manned up a long time ago and put a stop to it one way or another. But it is what it is. And but thanks for coming. Please try to like and subscribe. That would really help me. I'd like to get some more subscribers so that I'll have maybe more people to talk to in the comment area. But thank you. Bye.